Princess Casserole here, and I am here with a little bit different of a video. It's actually going to be a review video of a box. The company had reached out to me. I'm not getting paid for this. It's not sponsored, but they did give me the box for free. And I thought it kind of fit in really well with what I do here on my channel. It is called the Facet Jewelrybox. I'm reading off of what they sent me. It's a perfect addition to the 2018 holiday gift guides, which I do think subscription boxes really can be a fun gift because it's a little bit different. And I would enjoy getting a box like I do my Sephora Play box. And it's just a fun thing every month that I get. So this would just be something like that. Now, it gives you step-by-step instructions and high-quality materials, it says. So that'll be part of the review, to create 2 jewelry pieces. So it is actually kind of telling you how to go step-by-step into making a jewelry piece, which I do some of those videos on how to repair, and I have done a couple videos on how to make jewelry, so I think it really went along with the vibe of my channel. So I was excited to get this and show you guys what it's all about. It also says any combination of necklaces, bracelets, and earrings curated by experienced jewelry makers. And there are 2 skill level options: stringing for faster beginner level projects, stitching with more intricate projects using advanced needle and thread techniques, which I'm not there yet. So I asked for the more beginner box. They also do the Bead and Button magazine, and the content creator of FacetJewelry.com. Each box includes all the materials: beads, gemstones, crystals, findings, wire, and thread to complete 2 projects, along with a beautiful step-by-step instruction booklet filled with color photographs, illustrations, and hints. Subscribers supply a few common tools like scissors, wire cutters, and pliers, which I do have. And if you don't have them, you can get them from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. Make sure you download the app and use the coupons, or if you get the paper, they also usually have coupons there. A monthly subscription costs $24.95. Subscribers at the 3-month, 6-month, and 1-year levels enjoy discount pricing. So that's pretty similar to some other boxes that I have seen. I think let's open the box and I will show it to you guys. So this is what it looks like. So it's a really pretty color blue. I think this blue is going to be pretty popular upcoming. I have a feeling, because it was that Tiffany blue color and that bluish purple color. I feel like this tealy blue is a nice color. So it came to me in another box, this box inside of the box, and it's got a little you know what I mean, sticker. I'm gonna grab the first tool I have to try to open this. Use what you have, guys. I'm gonna use my pliers because they're right here. And it worked. All right, so you open it and it looks like this inside. It says Facet Jewelrybox, share your creations, and it has on Instagram how to tag it. And this must be the step-by-step instruction guide. These are really, actually, a very long time ago, I worked in printing, and this would be an expensive thing to print. It's very nice paper quality and the glossiness. It's a weird thing that I know, but yes, this would be an expensive print. And these boxes are not cheap either. The guy worked in packaging and printing. So it looks like this project is, these are really nice. So I think you guys are going to like these. And then this necklace, which is also nice. I think I would probably like it with different beads. Again, if you do the jewelry jars, jewelry boxes, a lot of times there's things that they have verdigris on them or something, but they have beautiful beads. So I will take them apart in order to harvest the vintage beads that are nice quality. It's called Pearl Cascade Necklace. And it does have some really good instructions. Let's see. You'll need 2 pairs of pliers, chain nose and flat nose or bent nose, round nose pliers, and wire cutters. So those are pretty, if you get like a beginner kit, they'll have all of those things in there. I would suggest, if you get the cheap one, that you really need a good set of the round nose pliers. And the one that I have, I did purchase that one separately. I probably need a new one because this, like the spring is kind of broken, so it doesn't open itself back up. And the wire cutters. So having good wire cutters is always a good thing. I can't remember if I brought my good wire cutters with me or not, but you can struggle through, but having good ones is really nice. Let's continue opening so I can look at the materials and how everything's packaged. So this one has the like confetti paper, which is nice. This is not environmentally unfriendly. And you know, you can reuse these too for packaging. So I try to reuse everything I can. Like these, once I use them, or once I get them out, because these are a sticker, they should come off. I will also reuse the bags. So, and that's nice. So there's 2, and it's got what each one of them is for. So I just kind of want to see what the quality of the material seems like. These bags are really zipped. So they're quartz. They are nice. They're you'll see better when I do the heads down, but those are pretty nice stones. And again, you can do these. I get things like that in my jewelry jars and things. So, and also, you know, you can always get different earring findings too. If you have any kind of allergy, you can go and get the gold filled ones or gold plated. You can go and get sterling ones as well. So you don't have to use these ones. You can use whatever earring findings you want, because these are, I don't think they are real. It just says earring wires, so it doesn't say, but I would assume it's probably nickel free, because most of these things are now, but they're probably not, you know, for sensitive ears. Which for earring wise, these are gold over silver, so I usually have to wear real ones. So these are for the pearl cascades. But these also feel like glass, those ones. So those ones are heavy and they feel nice. So same with this. So it's just really the faux pearls that don't feel as heavy to me, but the other ones are, and it is a nice color combination. And these findings, they do look pretty nice. Findings. Pearl Cascade necklace findings. And somebody said something about that, but about it just being the clasps or whatever, but I think findings are kind of everything that you use to make jewelry. So, and then there are some little freshwater pearls in here. So those are nice quality. And chain, which is heavy. So yeah, I think first pass, these really are pretty quality materials. The only thing I'm not in love with are the faux pearls, but again, if I go to Michael's or Joann's or anything, the faux pearls are just kind of meh. But we'll see. Sometimes touching them, and it is really heavy, so it might be fine. But I am so far impressed with the quality of the, they look easy. We'll see. We'll put that to the test. And these materials look pretty good so far. And is packaged really nicely. It'll be cute. Again, this would make a good gift for somebody that you know likes to make jewelry or wants to learn how to do it. It is pretty nice. So I think the next thing that we're going to do is do heads down. We are going to do these earrings. So wrap a pair of faceted gemstones in gold and dangle these simple yet elegant accents from your ears. And the materials, all of these ones they provide, and then these ones are the ones that you need. So, and bear with me, I can never remember the names of these things. So the pliers, chain nose or flat nose, I believe that's these ones. And then these are my wire cutters. They are the better ones that I have. They still, if you notice, they get nipped and scratched and things. So, and then these are the pliers that I have. Let's see if I can. Well, that didn't help. So I just totally broke them. So I'm gonna have to get a new pair of these because these are the good ones that I have. But it doesn't have any where it goes back. So of course these are my round nose pliers and the wire cutters. Wire cutters. All right. So oh boy. Cut a 20-inch, 51 centimeters piece of 24 gauge wire. Well, I did not bring measurements. So it should probably also say here that you will need something to measure with too. So I will be right. I'm going to use my measuring tape. So I'm going to pull out just what I need for this project. So the wire, that's what we need right now. And keep in mind, I've done things like this before, but I'm kind of not what you would call an expert at jewelry making. Still learning. Now, these you can use to straighten this. So sometimes I don't know what this one's called. It's got plastic on it and it comes with extra ones and you can take them off. But I find it difficult sometimes to work with it when it's like really kinky. So that's not in the directions. Probably don't need to do it, but I like to. So 20 centimeters. And this probably didn't have to be exact anyway. And I'm sure there's an easier way to do this as well. There we go. So we'll go to there. And probably what's left over. So wire cut. Boop. I'm sure what's left over is probably the amount for the other side. Center a briolette on the wire and bend the ends upward. So that doesn't seem too hard. Like I said, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice piece. All right, so put it through the top. and I just do that, and so it's kind of centered, and they want you to bend it because that way it won't move. So I just bent it with my fingers. About 1/2 inch from the briolet, bend the wires over your round nose pliers. It looks like you're bending it backwards. Continue to wrap the wires around the bottom jaw. Okay. Oh, and the thing is here, right? Continue to wrap the wires around the bottom jaw to make a loop. So we're gonna make a loop. So loop, we made a loop. And here, the loop is the other way. I don't think that it matters though, because you're just gonna do this. So I think as long as you wrap it, you should be fine. That's the other thing. These ear findings are not the same as the ones that they gave you. I like these ones better. They're about the same price though. One's not really that much cheaper than the other. It's just preference. All right. Grasping the loop with the chain nose pliers, wrap the wires somewhat loosely around the stem several times. For this freeform look, separate the wires slightly before you wrap. So they're saying separate them a little bit before you wrap it around. And they also want you to hold it with these. Okay. So I'm just gonna wrap it with my fingers. Don't really say. Several times. Well, I like to look ahead sometimes. Oh, that's it. Oh wait, 4. Trim the excess wire and tuck the ends in the chain nose plier. It's good because it's easy to work with and easily malleable. Okay. It says to cut off the excess, but whenever I've done anything like this, I normally just kind of make sure it's not sticking up anywhere. Okay. And then it doesn't tell you on here because this is the end, but you're gonna want to stick it on the earring wire, of course. And you know, these are directions that they might not have on there because they may figure that you know what you're doing. I don't always, but I know how to do this one. So hold it, and you want to always open these like you open jump rings towards you, and then you can put that on there and then close it. There we go. So that is how you do it. And again, for those of us who get jewelry jars and jewelry bags, this is a nice thing to do actually with some of the beads that we can save and make the earrings with. Other than a couple things, like I said, you will also need, this should be some kind of measurement thing, since you had to measure. They didn't tell you how to put it on the earring wire, and the earring wire is a little bit different. None of those are bad things. I still think the directions are pretty clear, and they do give you everything that you need. And it's even got a little fun fact, and it does say, note that some materials shown in pictures may vary from actual supplies. So this is one of those cases where that happened. And it says, fun fact, a briolette is a pear-shaped gem with long triangular cuts. The word is derived from a French term for little plum. I did not know that. Pearl cascade necklace. Flowing layers of sage, cocoa, and mauve colored pearls give this multi-layered necklace volume and harmony. So it's got all the materials that you'll need, and then also the chain nose or flat nose or bent nose. I have that here. Round nose and the wire cutters. So on a head pin, which that's what this is, it's got the little thing so the bead won't go through on one side, and then it's just fine on the other with an opening. On a head pin, string a 12mm bead. We'll do one of these. And again, it's nicely labeled, makes it very easy. So string the 12-inch bead, make a plain loop using chain nose pliers or your hands. Make a right angle. I always use my hands. These are not very thick, so they're easy to bend with my fingers, like that. So you want to make a right angle with it. Trim the head pin, so then you're going to cut it to about 3/8 of an inch. Again, they don't say anything about measuring. It's not supposed to be exact, but 3/8 of an inch. How much is that? So you're not cutting that much off of it. Sits where this is. So just a tiny bit. So just a little bit on this one, probably because it's bigger. All right. You can only cut once. We have a bunch of little things. All right. Grip the end of the wire with the round nose pliers so that the wire is flush with the jaws of the pliers where they meet. Press downward slightly and rotate toward the right angle bend. So, get it? And you got to kind of put your finger down here so that it doesn't move, because otherwise it will move. And I do this sometimes just to okay. So that's what it's supposed to look like. Reposition the pliers in the loop to continue rotating the wire until the end of the wire touches the bead. The bend where you bent it, and the bead, kind of. Repeat to make on a plain loop on all of the beads, making 39 bead units in total. Again, I'm going to do that off camera. Cut an 18 to 24 inch piece of chain. So it is 24. probably not going to want it that big, but I'm going to go for about 19. Maybe. Do I want 19 or 20? Because the thing is, I can always undo it if it's not long enough. But I normally like it to sit. This one seems like something I would want to sit. All right, I'm gonna go with 19 for now. So wherever you want it, you're gonna want to cut above that. They want you to open up the jump rings. And it actually tells you how to open up the jump rings, which is nice. Okay. With the open jump ring, attach a 12mm bead unit to the center link of the chain. Close the jump ring. Bring the end. Okay, so just one. But then the other ones, I'm not going to use a jump ring for. Alright, so I'm going to just bring my ends together and figure it out like that. I'm cheating, but you know, I do things the way I do things. So I'm putting it in the center. Then you put this guy in there, and then you close it. Okay. Oops. So then the other ones I'm gonna do without a jump ring. So it only wanted you to do that middle one with a jump ring. So I am going to do that with all of these, and I will come back on when I have finished and show you guys how it looks after I've attached them all. Okay, so I finished with all the 12mm pearls, putting them together. And so I'm just going to show you how it says. Open the 12mm bead unit in the same way you open the jump ring and attach it to a link adjacent to the center link. Close the loop in the same way you close the jump ring. Repeat to attach to the other side. So I'm just going to show you how I do that. So find the one I like. So these ones, you find where it's cut, not going through the bead, and bring it towards you. And these have them on all sides, so it doesn't really matter how I put it on here. It says adjacent, so I think it does want it on this one. I'm going to open this up a little wider. That would make it easier, I think. Attach it through. Hopefully you saw that. And then close it. Just like that. So this one had a jump ring. All the rest of them are not going to have a jump ring. I'm going to continue doing that on the tops and the bottoms until it is filled up. Okay, so I put all of the little beads on, and this is what it looks like. So we finished step 7 and we're going to go to step 8. So it says check the feed and trim chain from each end using wire cutters, which we already did. attach half of toggle clasp. Let's get the toggle clasps out. So these clasps you can't open. So you're going to attach it with a jump ring. Boop. Ah. Okay. Open it. Open sesame. Put that in. And this shouldn't matter because there's no real side to it. Like the front and the back will look exactly the same, so it won't matter how you put the clasp on. And then close it. I've been doing this, by the way, for a while. It took me a while to do this, but same day at least. I think maybe 45 minutes or so. There we go. And, oh, almost forgot the toggle. So, you know, that one has to go in here. Oops. And then close it. And then we're done. So I finished that one. We have the one earring, and I did have a little bit of materials left over, which is nice. They're extra head pins. So let's see what this looks like on. And you can adjust it after, because you can always cut both ends and then just reattach. But yeah, I might do it a tiny bit higher. But this is what the finished necklace looks like. I would say like the quality of the materials are pretty similar to what you would get at Michael's. This is pretty heavy. I think these are maybe glass pearls. It's cute. This is a really cute idea for somebody who's wanting to learn how to make jewelry. You know, we can refashion it into things. And this is totally something that you could do with chain and stuff that you have repurposed from jewelry jars to make something that is your own, but based on ideas that you got in this box. Same thing with the earrings. You know, we get really cool, pretty, sometimes crystals and beads and things like this. This is the same kind of thing that you can make for earrings with that. I think it is well suited to probably a beginner that has some knowledge of how to make jewelry. Or I would say make sure you YouTube how to open and close jump rings, how to wire wrap things, and some of the basics, how to make the I would say the hardest thing on here is this whole part about making loops. That's probably one of the most difficult things for a beginner to learn. Like I said, and especially for a teenager or somebody younger, I think this would be a great gift for them. So I think that's it. So I didn't do the other earring yet. I'm tired. I need to eat something. This actually didn't take as long as I thought it might, but I'm hungry and I need coffee. So I hope you enjoyed this video and reviewing this box and unboxing with me. And if you did, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, do all the things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.